Oh, it's launching right at us again. It's funny that I don't think I've seen it launch in the direction of Timberhearth, but now it's firing it repeatedly. In any case, let's go to Dark Bramble. Where are you? Dark Bramble. We've not been here yet. What if we turned on freeze time during conversations and timed it at the edge of the Nova? So, the freeze time when you're talking to people, it doesn't work during certain moments of the game. That's one of the moments of the game where it doesn't work. Same thing with, like, pausing time when you're reading a message from a message wall. It doesn't work if you're in supernova time. Been waiting for the Space Kraken, says Quark. Here it is! Space Kraken o'clock. I can already kind of see that, hold up now, that's some weird portal. Bigger than I thought, too. We can get a little bit closer, actually. But this... No, we're not landing, we're not landing. Because this is... Wait for it. Don't hit the wall. There it goes. You're in. And you are in... Anglerfish Town. Interesting, we're coming in at a different angle from that side. All right. Quick surface check of these rocks. So the Bramble was inside of the planet and then caused it to explode violently. A shard of this is on the moon, the Addle Rock. I suppose there's nothing else to do except just go in, right? I don't see anything on the outside. Ooh. Okay. Obvious question. You can't go out. You can only go in. All right, I see. Let's see what this is. Some sort of a core. It's like the Bramble Sea that we left from. And the white ones are anglers. Okay. There's definitely something in there. Well, this is a funky place. Seed is definitely larger on the outside. That was the red one. This place is a freaking maze. Oh my god. It's full of stars. What the hell was that? I mean, I want to go through the red one, but also, there was something in this one. Pushed me away from it. Is it larger on the outside, or are you just getting smaller? Fair question. Error, duplicate signal, error, duplicate signal, error, duplicate signal. It's just a freaking maze. Like, it keeps pushing me back or something. We found our way out. Time to go back in. Let's see what the red one has on offer. I went through one of them looking for something and it like changed as I tried to go through it. But I'm wondering if maybe, like, it ricocheting me backwards is a problem with the, like, physics not really working correctly. It's possible. No, that one worked. I think I got eaten. Huh. You know, the other thing I can think of is maybe shoot the probe to try to lure him away. I thought it was like red light, green light. Like, don't move if they're looking at you. I might need to read some of my ship logs. Chomp nom. All right, hold on a second. We're going to. It's gonna be Ember Twin, Anglerfish Fossil. Whoops. One of my children used to play a game when children was an anglerfish and wore a blindfold. The rest of the children lined up against the wall. When the anglerfish said go, the little fish had to sneak across to the other side. Anglerfish are blind. The adult Nomai were delighted to see the children incorporate research into the game's rules. They're blind. It's like we don't have any way of making noise. The best I can do is just launch a probe. Maybe you just have to use the probe. I thought it was more of a red light, green light game that they were trying to play, but maybe not. Oop, Quantum Moon. Oh, hold on. Autopilot, stop. No, actually, you're fine. Just be wary of the sun. Let's try this again. Actually, you know what? They didn't seem to be attracted to the probe. Like, I'm throwing the probe in right now and it's not doing anything. All right, what's over here? That's the thing. What's over there? That's an anglerfish. Well... I mean, he's kind of just, like, looking right at me. He's rubbing his face against the wall. You have to not look at him? Got the headlights off. I'm not sure I understand what the game wants from me here. Okay, we'll go this way. Well, that's an angler. Put that there real quick. Go tickle his belly. Rather not. It's a cool looking place. I think he sees me, for what it's worth. Okay, so being stationary, maybe just going slow will do it. Maybe because I just wasn't moving, it didn't work. Because going fast doesn't work. I'm also thinking, and you're not gonna like this, but I'm thinking, what happens if you go in without the ship? But yeah, maybe, because the first time it doesn't seem like they're moving very aggressively. At the end there they were, but at the beginning they were just kind of moving sluggishly towards me. So maybe we'll figure it out. Oh, hey, Quantum Moon. Only that was a fast travel point. I guess it kind of is, but it's not that fast. Realizing I never meandered around the Bramble, just point A to point B says roaming dead. Neat watching the wanderings. Well, I don't really know where to go, because the one time I tried to actually follow the probe. Stop. I think the ship went to a different place than the probe did. Hold on a second. I can just use this to track him down. We want to go here. Yeah, and he was just right in the middle. But again, last time I went into the middle, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. That, though, very bright. Looks like a core. Maybe it's just like, go slow and you can get around them. Maybe you've got to use your space chute. You know, are there any around here? Yeah, that's just another hole. Like if there's a anglerfish, I kind of want to take him up on his offer, anger him, and see if I can get away from him, but no, it looks like we're just going straight in. Yeah, that's a seed, but I can't get in there. Well, no, the ship can't get in there. There's a chance I can get in there. Although it do be looking pretty spiky. Alright, that is not how that's gonna work. You know, there might be another way around. Again, because I think I did find a passageway previously. That'll work. This looks familiar. Are you alive? You're a dead one. What the hell's that? All right. I'm coming. I'm coming. Feldspar. Whoa! Where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, ever, actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you. They made you an astronaut. And you haven't blown yourself up yet. Good for you. Feldspar, you're alive! You're never the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right. I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, crashed violently. You crashed? But you're the greatest pilot. Wait, what? Well, this is a good story. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep and needed a new challenge, and none of us have ever been inside Dark Bramble, so I think, hey, let's give it a try. I've been cruising around for a while, dodging the odd, massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, when I run into this huge anglerfish, the biggest I've ever seen. He got eaten by a whale! I pull a few stunts to try to shake things off. Nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and, well, like I said, it crashed blammo. On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside, and I think, well, this ain't that great. Sure enough, I barely get out of here before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. I camped out near where I crashed. I found the skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. Wow. Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, that's how it all went down. Story's over, but feel free to stay. Or don't. Where should I explore? This is spirit. Anywhere's good, but you Should know that space is weird here, intensely. Ever tried throwing your scout into one of those weird seeds? See there with the little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your scout tracker will tell you the scout is in 2 places at once, but I don't think that's wrong exactly, because the space doesn't work right in here. That seat looks small, but it's inside. It's bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this. My theory is space in Dark Bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside. That's my theory, at least. Keep that in mind while you're exploring Dark Bramble, and maybe you won't get lost inside forever. Good luck. You reached the core? How'd you do it? Giant's Deep core? That was a wild one, but since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself. If I tell you how, it kind of feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, go take a walk and see where it ends. You might want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton and look for the flickering light in the fog. That'd be my old ship. Path starts there. There's your ship. Not far from here, as a matter of fact. Go straight past the tail and find the flickering. What happened to this anglerfish? The skeleton? It was like this when I got here, I swear. As near as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eating a seed, and then the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? The skeleton was a good find. Keeps the fish away. See, they're territorial. They mostly avoid each other. Wrong. That's why I set up camp here. Shouldn't I tell ground control to Feldspar to come get you? Well, yeah, sure, whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet, peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. It's nice to have a break. Went to the core of Giant's Deep. So you figured out the old tornado trick, did you? Good work. I found that bit out by accident, but let's keep that between you and me. Hornfells would have had my handsome head if they knew I'd been riding the cyclones again. The ship is fragile, it can break, you can't subject it to extreme conditions. Not like I was flying the thing into the sun now, was I? And the jellyfish, you figured those out too? Hatchling, I tell you what, you've done real well for yourself. You're a fine astronaut, but you just might become a pilot yet. I found a dark bramble seed on Timber Hearth. That's bad business. As Chert will tell you, if you so much as glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a 5th planet where the Bramble is now. This infernal planet appeared at the center and kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted out real quick, I suspect Timber Hearth will be headed towards the same fate. And I tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. Found Nomai writing saying the anglerfish are blind. Aha, so the blasted things do have a weakness, meaning my fly as fast as I can approach dealing with them could have used a bit more thought behind it. At least they didn't eat me. Again, they still seem to have seen me. So where's this one going? I see. This one is simply, this one. Understood. Take a look at his ship. On a completely unrelated note, this vine is hollow. Yep. Well, I guess let's see where it goes. We have gravity again. No, 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 I want to go back up. Ugh. Some, like, weird gravity happening here. We on Waterworld? Where are we? Trip 4, crash number, I'm gonna say not 1. Crashes 3, boring crashes 0, personal best. Never thought I'd see one of those beasties outside of Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. Blark, this thing tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. And they smell better on the inside. Or they smell better on the outside. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from getting zapped. I'm going inside of the interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. So if you needed a hint, they're just hollow inside. Note to Feldspar, do not eat this even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in this life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. So again, okay, fair. Yeah, we're still on Dark Bramble. But the ship is both 23 and 2 kilometers away at the same time. Additionally, oh, that's on the outside. I see. Well, we need to go get our ship back, so here we go. Yeah, I know. We gotta get our ship back so we can continue to explore this place and figure out how to get around the anglerfish. Maybe they only detect acceleration. So like maybe we could accelerate, stop accelerating, and then they'll stop noticing where we're moving to. I don't know. And go slow. Or go slow. I don't know. But again, the first time we saw one, he did kind of know exactly where I was going. Yeah, I know. We gotta go fast. Faster. You know what? I bet I could have jumped back through the vine, gotten back in there, and then got my ship. Whatever, we're floating. Okay, error duplicate. But this is looking good. This is looking correct. There we go. And it's pointed right at us. Yoink! Alright. I'll see you later, Feldspar. What was the way out? Found it. Oh, Jesus, that makes sense. That makes sense. I can understand that. I can understand why that would happen. I probably should have stopped you from continuing to move. Come on, come on. The hell? Well, now's where we're gonna test. Holy heck! I know I shouldn't be moving this fast. Nah, okay. You know, we're just gonna get eaten. I'm not sure I understand. Because, like, I'm not traveling that fast and it's just like, aggro! They're blind. Is it move slow? Did I have my lights on? I may have had the lights of the pod on. But shouldn't it just think I'm one of them? I gotta figure this out. Because I want to continue to explore. But I need to figure out how to actually, like, properly handle those things. Not a true Bramble, run until you're hiding in the vines, surrounded by 5 cavernous maws. So it's like, you know, while we're traveling. Actually, you know what? Let the autopilot handle it. We found Feldspar and the frozen jellyfish. Quantum moon. Dark bramble. Feldspar. Yeah, I know. I want to look at... Actually, this is incorrect. We want to go Ember Twin. No, my children used to play a game here. One player was the anglerfish and wore a blindfold. The rest of the children lined up against one wall. The anglerfish said go. The wolffish had to sneak across to the other side. Blindfold rule was added because real anglerfish are blind. Is it just like stay up against the wall, maybe? Is it as simple as that? Just don't be out in the open? Don't let them see you at all? Might just be as simple as that. Just don't let them see you at all. Woo! Oh God, we kept our momentum. So I want to go through the red light. He thinks there's something special in red light district. Oh God! Why did I do that? Your immediate reaction is to run. God damn it. We need to not just run. Okay, we need to not just run. We need to chill out. I didn't think he would be there, though. I thought I had a straight line to the red hole, but obviously that didn't happen. Panic landing cam. I thought C was crouch, aka go down. It's control. Okay, so we need to... That's how you rotate. We need to... I'm gonna try to go slow right past one. I might want to try with the spacesuit on, honestly. Because if they're blind, well... turn the headlights off. Okay. So you are an anglerfish, is that correct? Yes, right in the middle. Kind of want to hit you with this, see if you react. But I think it just bounces right off. Didn't move at all. Okay, so we're gonna move very slowly. So it noted it. This is not good. Trying something else. I want to see if it'll see me. Because if you get close to these things at all, they see you. And it seems like you can't really get away from them. Let's see if he sees me here. He definitely sees me. Okay. So it seems like you just can't get close to them at all, but that doesn't seem like much of a secret, you know? That doesn't seem like much of a, go to Embertwin and learn the secret of the anglerfish. Stay away, okay. So I feel like there's something that I'm missing about, like, distance or, you know, speed of acceleration or something like that. Like, I feel like there's another component to this that I'm just not picking up on. Tiny said this took a while for me. I was really close to the vine as well, and he just kind of immediately turned and immediately started the big aggro. Warp sideways the lock onto you when he launched the scout. Yeah, but still, he didn't go after the scout, he went after me. So it's another, like... I got no freaking idea. Oh, turn on the boosters, come on, we can go. Did you talk nicely? I don't think they're going to take too kindly to talking nicely. Oh, can't autopilot from this distance. I mean, I could just go straight into the red room, but like I have to figure out how to handle one before I can handle the two. So honestly, I might just... Okay. Is the flashlight on or off? Keep the flashlight off. I think it's that one. Okay. Because there's two things that the kids do, okay? They only move when the anglerfish says go, and they stay up against the wall. The light turned off. Light turned on. I was thinking about that. I was thinking, how does the anglerfish say go? Is he just going to say, go? But no, the light's on. Backseating suppression, exactly. Maybe it didn't go off. Maybe it was just intersecting with something. Regardless. If he's blind, how does he sense me with a light? Hold on. They don't detect the probe at all. Okay. Doesn't seem to be a speed thing. Let's go to the other side of this vine, see what changes, if anything. You think the ship is just maybe too loud, too big? Okay, because there he is. Yeah, so I'm gonna try something. Gonna go very slow. Okay, so you, but like, so I pressed spacebar. That's all I did there. And then he immediately aggroed. So, is it really just don't get close to them? I still feel like I'm missing something. Don't get close to the big enemy, okay.